Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture My Life. Now in this episode, I'd like to discuss ways in which you can tell if there's something wrong with your liver. Because as I've stated in so many episodes, as an acupuncturist, our job is not to focus on treating symptoms, but to treat the root cause. And many individuals, and this isn't exclusive to the Acupuncture My Life clinic here in New York City, but many of my global acupuncture colleagues say the same thing. That many individuals will express symptoms of various sorts and not know that it's related to something, or it's actually a sign of something much more serious. Okay, a good example is a persistent cough. Cases where individuals didn't realize they were suffering from lung cancer, but felt they had a persistent cough and the temperature was below a certain level for the past few weeks or months. So it was due to the weather. And no. Our bodies have ways in which it gives off signals to let us know something is wrong. And again, it goes right back to when I say or recommend you see a physician for your annual checkup and make regular wellness visits with your acupuncturist. You see, when it comes to our liver, that organ is so important. But, you know, it's just as important as the others, because without the others, let's say no heart, no life. So, I mean, I don't want to give too much weight to one to say the others don't matter. But the liver is very important because it processes everything you put in your mouth. Everything that goes in your mouth, it's responsible for removing waste from it. It's responsible for, like, let's say when you have drinks, you drink alcohol or you take medication or do drugs. It's responsible for breaking that stuff down and getting it out of the body as quick as possible. So having a healthy liver is like super important. Many individuals don't realize the liver actually performs more than 520 physiological functions. They have no clue. And this organ is responsible for keeping the body functioning at an optimal level by removing toxics and chemicals and so much from your body. It's also a major organ in immune function, your response to stress. And when we're not eating right or seeing an acupuncturist on a regular basis, our liver can become damaged. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And there are many signs your body will give off telling you that there's something wrong with the liver. One can be, let's say, stomach pain in the upper, like, okay, you see the lower part of your rib cage, the bottom, let's say third, on the right side, you can experience pain in that area, really sharp. And especially if it's accompanied with fatigue, it's important to have this addressed as soon as possible. as soon as possible. This is an organ that you don't want to play with. Well, none of your internal organs, actually. Now, also, if there's damage to your liver, it can resonate in a person's eyes. Like, let's say if the whites of your eyes are yellow, but they're supposed to be white, that can be a sign, let's say, of the buildup of bilirubin. But it can manifest in your eyes. Another signs of jaundice, yellowing of your skin. If you notice that your skin is yellowing, you'd want to have this addressed immediately. Okay? And again, it has a lot to do with bilirubin. But what happens is there are individuals that'll present with certain symptoms and not realize, such as what I've stated and will state, it has anything to do with the liver, just like sleep. It's your sleep interrupted. See, an acupuncturist understands. They may ask you, like, do you ever wake up in the night, right? And you may say, yeah, I wake up once or twice, and then I can't seem to fall back to sleep right away. Okay, what time? Let's say if it's between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. To an acupuncturist, they understand. That is the time of the liver. And you should be fast asleep. Now, if you woke up because, you drank too much water before you went to bed, I mean, nature calls. Keyword is nature. Like, if you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, or you're tired during the day, the thing is now this could be a sign that your liver, being congested, is producing these metabolites that are preventing your body from staying asleep or falling asleep. And these metabolites will circulate in your brain. And it'll begin to trigger like this unwanted inflammation. So you have to be careful. Again, this is why I say see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Acne is another sign, or eczema. Because if the liver once it begins to lose its ability to clear toxins from the body, it's going to present on your skin. You're going to see it on your skin. It's another way to tell. You have to understand health is wealth, and acupuncturist understands that. We understand that the wealth is not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your purse. It's not in your pocket. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. We understand that it's in you. It is in you. But let me ask you this. Do you ever experience any bouts with anger? Unexpectedly. It's just this emotional outbursts and stuff like that. The liver. The liver, to an acupuncturist, is responsible for the release of emotions such as anger, frustration, and even anxiety. And if you... Acupuncture is My Life TV, we've done an episode on anger as a mental and emotional disorder. So if you haven't seen it yet, just go to acupunctureismylife.tv, Or you can even watch Acupuncture's My Life TV streaming on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV. But we've done an episode on anger, and we discuss how the liver is involved. Okay? Another is your ability to focus. How are you when it comes to focusing? Because if you have a volatile liver, there's acid. It creates acid, and it tends to go to the brain. And it can create brain fog. It can also create allergies to your environment, or even the foods, certain foods that you're accustomed to eating. Yep. And that's a sign, like with some people who all of a sudden present with food allergies, and they're like, what the heck is going on? And not realize it has everything to do with the liver. But if you were seeing your physician on an annual basis and regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist, you wouldn't have to worry about that. You wouldn't have to worry about food allergies, allergies to your environment. Because even the air you breathe, your liver has to detox the poisons that are in the air. Now, how is your body absorbing nutrients? Because the liver is responsible for filtering nutrients. And if your liver is not functioning properly, nutrients cannot be properly filtered. And there we have problems. These things are important. Also, hormonal imbalance. Are you experiencing that? Many individuals are unaware of the different hormones in which the liver synthesizes, as well as what the liver secretes. Like insulin, like growth factor, angiotensinogen, it goes on and on. And when your liver's not functioning properly, the secretion of these hormones fall out of whack and negatively impacts your endocrine system. And then, guess what happens? Your liver can no longer properly eliminate steroid hormones. And this can result in toxic overload, which is not good. So you have to understand why I'm constantly recommending you make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?